The life of an agricultural pilot, also known as a crop duster, is anything but ordinary. While most people see airplanes as a way to travel from city to city, agricultural pilots see them as tools to keep farms healthy and productive. These pilots soar low over fields, spraying crops with fertilizers, pesticides, or seeds, helping ensure that we have food on our plates. But this isn't just about flying for the fun of it. It's about precision, skill, and a deep connection to agriculture. To understand a day in the life of an agricultural pilot, imagine waking up before dawn. As the sun barely peeks over the horizon, these pilots are already at work, prepping their planes. The early morning light isn't just scenic, it's crucial for flying. Weather conditions like wind can affect how evenly chemicals are sprayed, so agricultural pilots often start their day at first light to take advantage of calm air. This helps ensure the chemicals land exactly where they're supposed to and nowhere else. Accuracy is everything in this line of work. A typical morning might start with a pilot inspecting their plane, often a specialized aircraft designed for agility and precision flying at low altitudes. These planes are small but mighty. Equipped with spray booms that extend from the wings, they release fine mists of fertilizers, pesticides, or herbicides, helping crops thrive or protecting them from pests. Checking the spray systems is essential. The nozzles need to be clean, and the chemicals must be mixed just right to ensure the job gets done efficiently. Once the plane is ready, it's time to take off. Flying an agricultural plane is unlike any other kind of piloting. Instead of soaring thousands of feet above the ground, agricultural pilots swoop just a few feet above the crops, sometimes only 10 or 15 feet off the ground. This requires immense concentration and quick reflexes, as any obstacle, like a tree, a fence, or even a power line, could spell disaster. In fact, navigating around power lines is one of the biggest challenges agricultural pilots face. A momentary lapse in focus can be dangerous, which is why these pilots are some of the most skilled aviators out there. To an onlooker, it might seem like an agricultural pilot is simply zipping back and forth over fields, but there's an art to this kind of flying. They must make tight, precise turns to ensure they don't miss a single section of the crop. Flying low and fast can feel like a roller coaster ride, but for agricultural pilots, it's just another day at the office. As one seasoned pilot said, "Every day is a challenge, but it's also incredibly rewarding. You get to see the land from a perspective few people ever will, and you know you're helping farmers feed the world." Agricultural aviation has a fascinating history. It dates back to the early 1920s, when pilots began experimenting with using planes to spray chemicals on crops. The first successful crop dusting flight happened in 1921 in Ohio, where a pilot used a repurposed Curtiss Jenny biplane to spread lead arsenate over a field of catalpa trees to fight off sphinx moth larvae. From that humble beginning, the field of agricultural aviation took off, literally. And by the 1950s, crop dusting had become a vital part of large-scale farming. Today, agricultural pilots are essential to modern farming, especially as farms have grown larger and more industrialized. In the United States alone, agricultural aviators treat approximately 127 million acres of cropland each year. That's a massive amount of land, and without the speed and efficiency of aerial spraying, it would be nearly impossible to maintain the productivity we rely on for food, fiber, and fuel. Flying over crops isn't just about efficiency, it's about protecting the environment too. Agricultural pilots are highly trained in what's called precision application. This means they're careful to spray just the right amount of chemicals in just the right place, at just the right time. This helps minimize waste and reduce the impact of chemicals on non-target areas like waterways or neighboring fields. In a world where sustainability is becoming more important, agricultural pilots play a crucial role in making sure that farming practices are as environmentally responsible as possible. There's also a human side to the job that many people don't see. Agricultural pilots often develop close relationships with the farmers they work with. They're not just pilots, they're partners in the farming process. One pilot shared an anecdote about how a farmer once called him in a panic because a frost was about to hit, threatening an entire crop. The pilot quickly loaded his plane with a special chemical that helps protect crops from frost damage and spent the next few hours flying back and forth over the fields, saving the farmer's harvest. "That's when you realize how much your work matters," he said. "It's not just flying for the sake of flying. you're helping someone protect their livelihood. Safety is always top of mind for agricultural pilots, and the job can be dangerous. According to the National Agricultural Aviation Association, agricultural pilots have a higher risk of accidents than many other types of pilots due to the low-altitude flying and the obstacles they face. But with strict training, safety protocols, and continuous advancements in aircraft technology, pilots are better equipped than ever before to handle the challenges. For many, the thrill of the job outweighs the risks. One pilot put it this way: "There's nothing like flying just a few feet above a golden field of wheat with the sun rising behind you. It's a feeling of freedom and purpose." As the day winds down, an agricultural pilot's job isn't quite done. After landing, they often spend time cleaning and maintaining their plane to ensure it's in top shape for the next day. They also review their spray logs and reports to confirm that the work was completed accurately and efficiently. And of course, there's always more planning for the next day's flights. After all, the work of feeding the world never stops. The life of an agricultural pilot may not be glamorous in the traditional sense, but it's a life filled with meaning, challenge, and adventure. These pilots are at the intersection of agriculture and aviation, using their unique skills to help ensure that crops grow healthy, fields stay productive, and the world keeps turning. It's a job that requires precision, courage, and dedication. But for those who do it, there's nothing else quite like it.